So yesterday, Google finally announced what their plans are for their gaming initiative. And unfortunately, it was not the Google Dreamcast. Instead, it is a new streaming platform called Google Stadia. And to be honest, I'm kinda looking forward to it.
Boo this man!
That said, the GDC show itself was just okay. It was a lot of business and technology talk, but what do you expect from a presentation taking place at the Game Developers Conference? This was the time to introduce the world to Stadia, what it's designed to do, and how people are going to access it. And as most of us expected at this point, Google created Stadia to be their cloud gaming platform. Personally, I've been very adamant about cloud gaming, because currently it is very flawed technology as demonstrated by services like PlayStation Now. But if a company like Google can make cloud gaming a service that actually works, then please, be my guest. The part in the conference where my jaw hit the floor was when they demonstrated how there will be a new YouTube button at the end of videos that actually lets you play the game in your web browser. Bro, if that ain't hype, then I don't know what is. They then showed Stadia running on a Pixelbook, Pixel smartphone, a low-end PC, and a TV via Chromecast. Even though you'll be able to use a variety of different controllers from other game platforms, that didn't stop Google from making their own Stadia controller, which looks like a cross between a Switch Pro controller and a DualShock 4. However, those controllers don't have a Google Assistant button that lets you look up YouTube game tutorials on the fly. A wicked cool idea, but we'll see if people actually use it. I've heard quite a few people say that this controller looks uncomfortable, and to them I say that you won't know how good it is until you try it. Kind of like Google Stadia itself. I'm absolutely in love with the idea of Google Stadia. To be able to play games at max settings at 1080p 60 FPS and maybe even 8K 120 FPS in the near future is something that just boggles my mind. And this technology could potentially kill consoles in the future. Assuming it doesn't suck, of course. Let's be completely honest here. No matter how good the technology may be, cloud gaming is an extremely tough item to sell. Sure, you can show us some Doom Eternal gameplay that I am really excited about, holy shit. But until we get the technology in our hands with our own Wi-Fi connections, then we're not going to know how well it works for us. When we see a gameplay demo of this kind of software, what we're not seeing is how fast the internet connection speed is, and most importantly, the input lag. Well, except for this shot right here. Ouch. Input lag has been an issue with cloud gaming since its inception, and I personally feel like this is the #1 problem that needs to be fixed, without sacrificing visual fidelity. When you go on the Stadia website, it says that the service requires a high-speed internet connection. How fast is high speed anyway? 150 megabits per second? 100? 50? I like playing my games in 4K HDR at 60 FPS, and I don't think my 50 megabits internet connection will suffice for that. Even if your connection is blazing fast, there are other issues that come into play. Sometimes the internet shuts down for no reason. Sometimes a lot of people use the same connection that slows it down. Sometimes companies like to incorporate data caps because they're greedy As excited as I am about Stadia, I know there are some unanswered questions that the conference didn't cover. And I'm sure Google will answer them before Stadia launches in 2019. I've seen a lot of people complain that the presentation didn't reveal any pricing or brand new games. And to that I say, yeah, no shit. This was the reveal of the platform. Did you really think Google was going to announce everything there? Have you seen the reveal of the Xbox One? That 3-minute long Switch trailer? How about the PS4 conference where they didn't even show the system itself? None of these reveal events have ever announced the prices of their systems. If you expected Google to announce everything at an event like GDC, then that's on you, boo-boo. You want game and price announcements? There's an event for that. Google Stadia is a very exciting concept. A concept that I hope reaches its full potential when it comes out later this year. And even if it does come out completely flawless, and even if the bugs are completely ironed out when it releases, I still don't think this will outright kill consoles then and there, or even in the next few years. PlayStation is still crushing it with their exclusives, Xbox is coming out with their own game streaming platform, and Nintendo does what Nintendo does best. In the end, the market will decide if there's still a place for video game consoles, and as a proud consumer of them along with physical media, I don't want my babies going away anytime soon. But if cloud gaming becomes perfected, who knows? Maybe game consoles will die in the next 20 or so years. But hey, it's just a theory. Matt, Pat, please don't sue me.